some popcorn or maybe a large fry. Here, if I can sit right down, the show is about to start. What are we watching? Teshy's Debunk. If it goes bump or thump, never fear, I have the reasons. If it creaks, if it groans, I have the cause. If the cat pulls light, I know the reason why. If the eps arrive, you won't have to question why. Welcome, please come in and have some popcorn or maybe a large fry. Here, have a drink and sit right down. The show is about to start. What are we watching? Teshy's Debunk. When they scream and run out from a creepy graveyard, never fear, I will tell you why. When they get feelings or scratches, no worries, this won't happen to you. And here is why. They are fake, fake, fake. Here is why. Welcome, please come in and have some popcorn or maybe a large fry. Here, have a drink and sit right down. The show is about to start. What are we watching? Teshy's Debunk. When they lie and fraud the evidence, I will point out how and why. When they make up stories and spin yarns, I will be there to set the facts straight. They will be debunked for all time. Welcome, please come in and have some popcorn or maybe a large fry. Here, have a drink and sit right down. The show is about to start. What are we watching? Teshy's Debunk. When they arch their backs and flee out of the house, their feet barely touching the ground, no worries, I can figure out why. When the bugs smack you in the chest and the hot dogs with mayo smack you in the face from seeming out of nowhere, here is the how it was done. We will line them up and debunk them all. Welcome, please come in and have some popcorn or maybe a large fry. Here, have a drink and sit right down. The show is about to start. What are we watching? Teshy's Debunk.
Hello, all you wonderful and crazy humans and fluffies out there. Welcome to Teshy's Debunks. I'm going to be attempting to try and debunk some lesser named, not well known paranormal investigators out there. I'm going to just do my best and give my honest opinion. I'm going to just see, say what I think. And I'm going to tell you if I like it, if I don't like it, or if it's something that is totally faked. And let's be fair, some of it is, some of it isn't. We'll get into it as we go. Tonight we've got the Mp Paranormal. They're somebody I've never heard of before. This is the first video I've looked at theirs, and well, it's a kind of an interesting setup. It's a duo team. And this is my first video that I've seen of theirs. And it's also my first video ever, so yay! Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it and see what we can find today, okay?
My name is Renee Long, and I'm the president of the board of directors at the Live Oak Art Center. This town got so bad during the Stafford-Townsend feud that at one point in time, we lost our incorporation with the state of Texas. It was yanked from us. They sent some of the first Texas Rangers ever in the state here to try to keep the peace. Things got incredibly violent in this town. I feel that the Stafford-Townsend feud feeling the paranormal experiences in the town is the most logical explanation. I mean, again, it coursed over decades. It didn't go away. It was 1920 before we got our incorporation back. It was a long time. So this started in 1890 and went through to the 1920s. I mean, it was quite some time. And not only that, but you will still find people to this day that you'll say, oh, well, I'm somewhat related to the hope side of things, and they'll be like, oh, I see. There's still a coldness and almost well, you should stay on your side of the street and I'll stay on mine.
Okay, first thoughts are on the intro. Great intro. Here you can see, I just did a little clipping of it, is they're actually doing their homework. I can't stress this enough. You really, really need to do your homework when you're going to go to a place. See the history, learn it, figure out what has happened here and what hasn't. You know, you could look at all the claims that people have given over the years and match that up to history. You talk to historians, go to the library, do some research just to make sure you've got all your facts correct. And by the look of this team, that's exactly what they did. They went and talked to people and tried to get as much info about this history as they could. Very good job there, guys. I will commend you with that and give you a good applause. Keep up that kind of work in the future, please. It is necessary.
To place this equipment on your sacred altar. So don't think that we mean any disrespect by putting this on there. We just want to communicate with you, and we have permission.
You heard that loud bang?
Mm-hmm.
So there was a tap on the roof and there was a really loud bang behind you.
When I was talking about the altar?
Yep. And how we're not disrespecting it.
Okay. Noises. Look, it's an old building. Creaks, pops, groans. It's gonna happen. Especially when wood's involved and stuff like that. It's expansion and contraction of the wood, and, it makes funny sounds. It's not a ghost. It's not paranormal. It's not anything but normal sounds. Don't call it ghosts and paranormal when it's obviously just the building creaking. That's just not right. Yeah.
Who was that? So I'm in airplane mode right now.
Gonna run Spirit Talker?
Yep. So y'all are a little quiet, so I'm going to give you a device that you can use. There's a word bank in here. Please communicate with us. I'm going to set it right here. You can use my device to pick any words that you want. And that thing's in airplane mode, so it operates off of fluctuations in electromagnetic energy. It's in airplane mode, so my phone's pretty much as dead as a doornail. There should be no outside interference, making that thing spew out words, essentially.
Plus, this building's an old stone building.
And I'm kind of scared to do lights out later, because this room has advanced darkness. It is very intense.
Yeah, we're just like downstairs and looking up into the...
Okay, so let's talk about EMF baselines here. EMF baselines aren't standing in one single spot and taking a reading. That is not a baseline. The baseline is you walk around the room, you take note of how the fluctuations are in the entire room. Then you just basically take the closest estimation of the whole of the room. It's not rocket science. You just look at the numbers, guys. You check your sockets, you check your lights, fixtures, everything, just around. Get a feel for it. Understand what you're looking at. That's your baseline, not staying put.
But we're really interested in some of the families that came in and out of this lodge and the feuds. So you can see actually on these walls right over here, some of them are torn down. That's actually intentional. So
memories here.
right when I'm talking about the memories and everything on the wall, that's crazy. So
Okay, let's talk about an elephant in the room. It's a mixed bag. I know there are many people that believe in it, many people that don't. Spirit talkers. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I think they're bogus. But if somebody wants to use it, I'd let them. It's not going to hurt anything. But do it right. These guys kind of started to do it right, but then they kind of didn't. Oh boy. Alright. Here's the how I see it. They turned it on, turned the airplane mode on. By the way, great job at explaining why they did that. Because what it does is basically stops all the signals from coming into your phone. I respect that. That's cool. And then they put it down. That's the biggest thing I like about this, is they actually put it down. The reason I like that is because of the fact that when you put it down, it makes it less likely that it's manipulation from your end. It gives a little more credence to whatever comes through, if anything comes through. Again, I don't condone them, but if you're going to use it, you do that. Don't hold it in your hands, because then it could be questioned whether or not you manipulated it. Now, on to the bad about this that I saw. First of all, when you're going to record this kind of a session, he starts moving around and the camera guy kind of pivots and turns, and you can see the camera shake a little bit. Because it cuts away from the spirit talker and you kind of see him move, the question then becomes, did he move towards it? Did he push a button on it to make it talk? You know, stuff like that. Keep a camera shot on the device as you're using it. If you need to make a cut, say that you're following, and you can see that he has a couple cameras in this videos that they're doing. Leave a camera set up and do a dual screen where you pan around with him, but you keep a camera directly onto the device so that you can see that it isn't been manipulated by you. Keep this constant so that you can lend yourself credibility to the scene. I can't condone how you did this. I commend you for putting it down. It's just, you got to work on this, guys. Seriously, that part kind of tweaks my tail when you do something like that. It takes away from your credibility when you can have your camera guy manipulating the phone because you don't have a visual on the phone. If you are padded for time, that's why you use the split screen. That gives you credence. That gives your evidence value. Please do that. Don't pan around and cut and jump like that.
So you can see actually on these walls right over here, some of them are torn down. That's actually intentional. So
memories here.
Right when I'm talking about the memories and everything on the wall, that's crazy. So
well, that's kind of interesting. If you look at that, what you see is he is reacting and already in midpoint as it goes off. He starts before it, though. You can watch his head turn to it, and he starts coming up, and then it goes off. Sorry guys, faked. I gotta call shenanigans here. When you're pointing and going and reacting to something before it even goes off, you know it's been faked. That does not compute. It would have been a shock Pikachu look and oh my god, it went off, and then you point to it if it's gonna be real. This one, nope, calling you out on it. You fudged this one. This one is totally faked. In fact, let's look at that again, and I'll show you. You can see exactly what I mean. The point, the head turn, the point, and then as he's coming up, it's going off.
So you can see actually on these walls right over here, some of them are torn down. That's actually intentional. So the pictures are very, very old, and on the left it's more modern. Over here, we're not sure who, there's the legitimacy is in the records. You'd actually have to open the vault.
Okay. Orbs. It's that time. They've been debunked and debunked and debunked. And, well, here we go again. My initial thoughts were wrong. And I'll admit to this, but I'll explain my reasoning for it. When I looked at the scene, the first thing I saw was that extremely reflective flagpole. I thought it was the IR that your light is shining on it, reflecting onto the wall. But if you watch the close-up, you see it do this like little whoop whoop thing. And well, I hate to say it, it's dust. It is not paranormal. It is nothing more than dust. Orbs are a terrible thing to use in a paranormal investigation because it is usually dust or bugs or some other, natural cause. It could be a lens flare. It could be a reflection like I initially thought. There's far too much in it, so no, this one's false. Debunk, guys. Sorry. Moving on.
Yeah.
As we are discussing the pictures on the wall, a very peculiar light anomaly almost seems to come out of one of the heads themselves, as the spirit talker confirms this for us. Could this be one of the Townsends or Staffords letting us know they're here?
Okay, well, they basically zoom in on it, and it's exactly what I said. It's dust. Oh, it's coming out of his head. It must be a spirit. No, it's dust. Come on, guys. I know you want to try to over-dramatize things and make it interesting, but dust is dust. I'm going to call it as it is. Moving on.
Huh. I don't know, man. I thought I saw a man standing in that hallway, like where all the hats are.
Yeah, those are the...
No, get out, bro.
Say evil?
No, I literally... Ooh. I saw...
Okay. Another pet peeve of mine. And I'm going to probably touch on this a couple times in this video. You see a shadow. Whoa, what's that? What's that? You're kind of getting anxious. What do? Do you A, go and investigate and see what the hell it was? Or B, stand there like a lump? These guys chose B. Wrong answer. Go find out. If you stand there as a lump, you ain't gonna find out what's causing it. It could have been a person. It could be just you moving at an odd angle and you see a shadow. You gotta investigate what the possibilities are. I'm going to continuously harp on you on these. Come on. Do your job. Go and investigate. If you see something move, Find out what it is. You know, it's that simple.
Can touch on those. The Tyler was.
Please leave.
Oh no! Said no. Please leave.
No, please leave.
Okay. That, I'll say, is what I want to see. Great shot, great angle, continuous. You can see that they're far away from it. They don't manipulate anything, and it goes off. Whether it be a spirit or it just decided it's going to go off. Regardless, that's how I want to see it done. Not this cut. No. If you got to show your face asking a question and use your splits, not a cut. Your split screen is your better choice, or even better was this. I like this. Well done, guys. I will say it as it is. Good job here.
Wow, the 2.5 milligauss spike, the moment that happened.
Hit max real quick.
Yep. I'm not making it up.
Yeah. Reset it. Turn it off. Turn it back on.
Yep, so that's when we got that burst of speech right there. That's what we got.
Remember, this is a triaxial EMF reader that reads at a 360-degree radius, so it's accurate. No shot.
Bro, it's dead. I just placed the battery on this. It's a 9-volt.
Okay, yeah. So, you just stated that you just changed the battery and it went dead. Where's your proof? I'm gonna probably get a lot of backlash for this one. What? Here it is in a nutshell. If you're going to investigate, take the time to film you changing batteries, doing, all your due diligence to legitimize your claims. You just stated, oh, I changed the battery. How do we know that you didn't plan for it to die eventually and just use really old batteries so that you knew that it would die? If you had the proof, just, you could have did it as a side-by-side showing it, or just a minor clip showing you actually had replaced the batteries. This would legitimize your claims. Saying a ghost sucked all the energy, I do not know either way. I've never seen it myself, but it doesn't mean it won't happen. But if you had taken the time to record showing you replacing that battery, showing it as a little clip, it will legitimize your claims. No, you just say, oh, so I have to believe that it was a dead battery. And, well, yeah, and it just finally pooped, and that's when you claim, oh, no, it died. It's not proof of the paranormal. I'm sorry. If you're gonna do it, show you doing it. If you're gonna state it, show the proof. Let that prove your point. You didn't do this here, guys, and I'm gonna call you out on it. I think that was a used battery that you knew was almost dead, especially when you harp on the fact and you're touching it to your tongues and all, oh, it's dead, it's dead. Yeah, you knew it was dead. You knew that it was eventually going to die. And in fact, you got the surprise Pikachu face when you tried to change it because of that. It's not easy to go, ah! Come on. It's terrible. That I'm throwing that out. That is 100% on you. You used the old battery knowing that it would fail eventually. And, well, looky-loo, it did. Not paranormal.
Believers that sometimes ghosts like to do fun things when you're not looking. So we're kind of covering our backs right now. What?
How did my phone just reset itself? The only reason I say that is because on an Android, you have to pull the screen down, go through the
Your
pin.
phone's powering on right now?
Yeah, but you have to pull the screen down, hit power off, and yes.
There's a lot of electronic interference I've noticed. So what, your phone was turned off?
Yeah, you literally have to do this.
Okay. You had a jump cut. You look down as you check your phone. And you suddenly notice it's rebooting. I'm sorry, that is not paranormal. That is one of two things. Either A, you or your phone decided that time you were going to take and update. Or two, you shut off your phone and restarted it well in that jump cut so that it could be considered paranormal. It's not. It was manipulated. You faked this part. Sorry, but I'm going to call it as it is. That was staged. End of story. Just staged. Bad, Human. Bad.
Like on the other side of the wall.
I just saw a shadow. That turned off?
No, the screen.
I just saw a shadow freaking run by, like, the pillars. Or this gap in the door. It was like, it was black for a second. Like somebody just walked by. I'm tripping right now, dude.
That was weird.
Like,
Now I'm tripping about all our other electronics, dude. Make sure everything else is rolling, dude.
okay.
Alright, you have our attention. Whoa!
Jesus
All right.
Christ, man.
Easy. That was so loud. Alright, ground.
This is probably the loudest, unexplainable poltergeist type sounds we have ever recorded, and that is certainly saying something.
Alright, ground. Whoa!
Jesus
All right.
Christ, man.
Easy. That was so loud.
Nah, man, this is, they obviously do not want us back here.
Okay.
I'll tell you that. That was loud.
That was startling.
Who was that? And by the way, we're in pitch darkness. I cannot see anything around us.
Okay. Where to begin with this one? You state you saw shadow run across the door area. Did you get up and check out what it was? No. You sat there like a lump, acting all scared and worried. Then you hear a thump. And either you're the biggest yellow belly coward I've ever seen, or you're a really bad actor. I'm guessing the second. Because, yeah, this was all staged. Because you also state that you can't see a thing. So, how did you see the shadow? Pareidolia effect? Could be. I'm betting you can see a little bit in there. And I also think that is another person there. I really do, because of that. So you basically had the guy run by, with footsteps and your shadow, and you knew that eventually you're going to get a thunk. You just didn't know when it was, so that you could react a little more naturally to it. And you jump out of your chair, shock Pikachu face. Yay! Yeah. Job done. You got scared. Okay. Staged. Very staged. Again, bad, Human. Bad. Stop being a lump. If you want to investigate a place, you see a shadow, go check it out.
Same deal as before. So there's a bit of an echo.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not what I heard earlier, though. I can tell you that much. Please use my phone. This is like a word bank. Use it to write letters, right? If you want to write a sentence to me, write a thought, write a word. I can better understand what is going on here. You can communicate with me as opposed to tapping and knocking, and use your thought, use your energy. Huh.
Don't be fearful.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, it was very intense energy that we felt in here. Like, I don't get run out of a room very often, and I almost ran out of this room. So for you to say don't be fearful, it's kind of juxtaposed. It's different.
The last time you did that, something like that happened to us was Old Park.
Okay. I gotta say, good Human. I like this shot. You set it up, you put your devices down, you kept it as a continuous shot, it got an answer, you got your reaction. Good job. I want to see more of this from investigators. I want to see a proper angle so that you can continuously show a shot. You can see no manipulation here from anybody. It gave you a answer. Spirit Talker goes off on its own sometimes, so I doubt that it's true, but I'm going to call it as it is. I like this scene. Good on you guys.
I was going to say just a minute ago that I was staring off into space, and I kind of had this mind flash image
Of?
a man with a gray beard, about not super full, but he was wearing a
We're not at peace.
whoa, but he was wearing a gray suit jacket with a white shirt underneath and a gray tie and gray pants. He had kind of slick back hair and a bolo tie.
Listen to Dylan's description of the man he thought he saw in the lodge. We would discuss this days later, and doing some digging through Jim's book. Could Dylan be describing Robert Stafford, the man murdered just outside these very walls?
I was going to say just a minute ago that I was staring off into space, and I kind of had this mind flash image
Of?
a man with a gray beard, about not super full, but he was wearing a
We're not at peace.
whoa, but he was wearing a gray suit jacket with a white shirt underneath and a gray tie and gray pants. He had kind of slick back hair and a bolo tie.
Okay. Fake. Fake, 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 fake. So fake. You basically looked up the guy's picture, Robert Stafford, and you basically memorized it so you can just do the stage part. Sorry, phony, false. Although I will say, I did look up, I found the picture you guys used, that is him. That part's not faked, but yeah, this is staged. Absolutely phony. You get an F for this. Bad.
Let's try a old school communication method. If you're a Townsend, can you knock like this?
Holy smokes. You didn't move, did you? And you knocked and that thing didn't go off, right?
Correct. I've been putting my hands up and down in the
Dude, it's like somebody's smoking on the ashtray or something.
I mean,
Ooh, I got
it was
chills.
a Townsend knock, but it set off a cat ball.
Look, okay, so just for, look.
I mean, no, but you were hitting. We'll do exactly what I did when it goes off.
Okay.
But I said, if you were a Townsend, can you knock?
Yeah.
And the cat ball goes off. Watch. All right, so can you knock? Like this? And I've also been doing this multiple times.
You literally have to touch that ball to make it go
When you
off.
knock, do it like this. Way harder than I did. So that could not have been me.
Morgue.
Morgue. Didn't Hound Song Brewery kind of used to be a...
Bad human. Okay, here we go. Cat balls. Leave them to us cats. Not a ghost tool. They are notorious for any little vibration or jarring to go off. They've even known to go off themselves. If you breathe on them wrong, if you fart wrong, whatever, they will go off. They are not a ghost tool. Leave them home for your cats, or if you have them. If not, don't use them, please. They are not a ghost device. Now, if I saw it go wing across the entirety of the room, that would be a little different story. But this is not paranormal. You watched you thunk it, and it went off. You even debunked it yourself by having your buddy do almost the exact same bang, 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 and it went off. Then you try, it wasn't that hard. Tap. You lightly tap the second time to try and prove that it wasn't you. It was. Your arms are on the table, you're shifting around, you're banging on the table. False. False, 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 false. Enough with the cat balls. No. Bad human. Bad.
And have a seat.
That whole freaking wall just shifted.
Are you, well, I did beckon them back. Are you like porting through the walls?
Okay. A little pop. And you think it's a portal. No. It is the wood that was right there. You can see it in it. It's getting on at night. Your wood is heated up during the day. It's contracting and popping and making little tiny sounds. It is not an evil portal to a dimension of hell. It is nothing more than the wood popping. It is normal. It is not paranormal. It is not a demon portal. It is not a portal of any kind. This is not correct. So stop doing that. It is not in a paranormal thing.
Huh.
Tired.
Oh? Oh, I've got goosebumps like you wouldn't believe. Why are you tired?
Okay, here we go again. Easy to debunk. Take a look at where his arms are. As he's turning, he's shifting his weight on those arms, creating a vibration that sets the damn cat ball off. This is not paranormal. This is you accidentally setting it off and not, or actually realizing. Either way, not or knowing, you set it off. It is not paranormal. It is just you. Stop using them.
Huh.
Tired.
Oh? Oh, I've got goosebumps like you wouldn't believe. Why are you tired? I don't think that was my echo. What? Footsteps. Those were footsteps just out on where
Well, we locked ourselves in, but my defense mechanism is downstairs.
One man here.
No shot. Are you out in the hallway?
Bro, I'm scared. Is there somebody literally in the building? Like, is the spirit talker warning? Because I just heard somebody, dude. I hate it. I hate this on investigations where you don't know if it's like legitimately like a human being and you're in danger, or is it a spirit and it's so unbelievable that you don't freaking know.
All right.
I'm gonna run and
Okay, here we go again. 2 lumps on the log. Oh, I hear footsteps. I'm not going to rush out there to see what's going on. You know, come on, guys. I don't know what's worse. Either you're gonna investigate or you don't. It's almost as bad as the whole incident, of your paranormal investigators fleeing the scene because they heard a noise. Oh, I'm too scared. I'm going to stay here. It's either fight or flight. Yeah, sure. Yeah. This one's gonna call it as it is. It is not paranormal. It's you, and you're just acting. This is very staged. Somebody else is in there with you guys, thumping around. You even do a cutscene. You come back. You say, "Oh, you don't even bother showing that you go and check it. You just make us tell us that you did." So, yeah. Guess what? I don't believe you. I'm calling it as it is. This is false. You staged it. Enough said.
an experimental application here.
That was me.
I'm actually going to screen record so we can throw it in later. This is called Ghost Tube Seer, and it allows the spirits to potentially create an image. So,
And also, for those of y'all who've never been in this type of situation, when you're by yourself in a building that you're not familiar with, it's always very unsettling when you hear actual footsteps. And your brain starts like thinking the worst, and you gotta go check. Like
you are not safe. So any spirits that are in here, you can put a picture in my phone right now using your consciousness. Are you interested in creating a picture for me? Are you coming closer? I'm so still and something's moving like right in front of me.
I'm literally like shifting back and forth in that chair right now. That was me. But I shifted a lot.
Ah, God, dude. There's like serious poltergeist activity in here.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, that's an interesting device. I've never heard of Ghost Tube Seer before, so I had to look it up. Apparently, this device is supposedly this app is supposed to say that it takes the sensors of your phone, looks for fluctuations, runs those fluctuations through an AI, who then makes a picture. Kind of neat. Do I believe it? It's paranormal? No. I mainly think all apps are neat novelties, and that's about it, because they're notorious for going off. In fact, if you go on their website and look at the reviews, there is one in particular that is a 1-star review, and they say, oh, well, gee, if you have any electronics around it, it could give you a false positive. You had a ton of them on that table. You had your cat balls, you had your recorders, you got the cameras there rolling, you got your other camera there that's old. I don't know if that gives off anything. That one I'm questioning, but no, that is not something that I would consider reliable. You want to use it? Go for it. I won't poo-poo it, but to me it's just a novelty. And then you turn to the noises again. Oh, if I had a spray bottle in front of you, I would be soaking you with it, going, you bad, jumpy human. No, bad. That is not poltergeist activity. That is only the sounds of an old building creaking and groaning and popping. I should know. I live in one. It's old. It pops. It snaps. It creaks. It groans. It's what it is. It's not paranormal. Has nothing to do with paranormal. It's just an old building sounds. So, You know, come on, guys. Stop being so jumpy. It is what it is. So, yeah. Again, use the app if you want. I think that's kind of cool. Stop thinking that old creaks and groans are poltergeists. Ugh. No. Bad one. Bad.
Hey, do you want to touch him on the shoulder again? You want to show up in my picture? Use your consciousness and show up in my picture. Touch him again. Come over here. Do a twofer. Just
That was the longest flash burn I've ever had in my life.
touch him on the shoulder once more.
Hey, that's a pretty old camera. Kind of neat. And you got a neat thing happen there. I do not know what happened, but I can surmise either one of two things. One, you used old film, or it's just an anomaly that just happened. Do I think it's paranormal? Doubtful, but it's interesting. I'm not going to say it is, I'm not going to say it isn't. It's kind of nifty, actually. I think it's neat. But you do have to question how old the film was and everything like that. I don't have these answers, but I thought it was neat, so I thought I'd mention it. It's kind of an interesting thing. Moving on.
You can communicate with images.
That was on demand. What is it?
It's a little girl sitting on the beach.
That's weird.
I'm going to take a screenshot so y'all can see this later.
Okay. Kind of another neat photo on that device. Gotta say, it's nifty. And I think it's just a neat novelty again. Not paranormal as far as I'm concerned, but kind of neat. I would love to talk to Kenny Biddle on it and see what his take on that app is, because again, I haven't used it. I can only call it like it is. I think it's a neat novelty. I don't think it's a ghost. If you kind of call it a ghost, it's just false positives. Sorry, guys. Moving on, it's just a neat little device.
Okay.
It's such a creepy bell, dude. I don't like it.
Ding. What the piss? So it's like, I don't know what to make of that. I'll take a screenshot of it. Just verify.
Can I see?
Yeah, I don't know what to describe. Somebody's at an altar with some kind of like bell, and there's like somebody coming through the wall.
Hey, that's another neat image, gotta say. Kind of cool. And also, I'm going to state right here, there was a couple more scenes of the cat balls going off. It's them jumping around, it's moving around. You can see them walking at one point and it goes off. It's just vibrations. I'm not going to harp on it any more than this. I'm done with the cat balls for this video. If you want to see it, the link's in the description below. Just don't go over there spreading hate or anything like that. You know, I'm making these to try and show what's good, what's bad, debunk what I can, like the cat balls, and just trying to educate people, maybe correct them so that they go straight and become great investigators. This team here, they got great charisma. You know, I'm hoping that they see this. If they don't, they don't. But if they do, take it to heart. You can do better. You can do a lot better. You have the grounds that you've started. And you are definitely doing some interesting stuff. I will say that. I'm not going to say blow smoke up your butt either, though, and say that it's all good. It's not. You faked a bunch of stuff. That is what it is.
God, that scares me, man.
I know.
Oh, it's like medical.
I'm telling you, dude, like something happened. Like
There's a doctor.
two medical professionals.
Yeah, and it looks like somebody's giving some kind of like grieving bad news or something.
That's the first thing that I thought when I saw it. Like, the other person's wearing a stethoscope as well.
Yeah.
But, like, to me, it looks like a doctor, like, sitting down and saying, like...
Hey, this
like,
isn't
hey.
good.
Yeah.
So that was interesting too. You know, it brings up some interesting pictures done by AI. Do I think they're paranormal? No. I really doubt it. And that's pretty much all I can say about it. So, final thoughts, because this is where most of the evidence ended. Well, I will say this. They were very respectful to the history. They did very good there. They did their homework. They, really worked hard at that. They were respectful to the building and got permission to be there. Commend you for that. Amazing, amazing. You had a few nice shots that I like. Some things I didn't like, like the no split screening. You take and do the cutaways from the devices that you're doing to your faces. You could be manipulating at that point. I can't tell, but good chances are that you are. It was some interesting stuff. I debunked some of it. Some of it was kind of obvious, dust, cat balls. Leave them at home. Don't bring cat balls. And, well, I mean, this group has some potential. If they take and change up and say, look, yeah, we faked some stuff. We'll try better moving forward. They got great chemistry. They're generally likable guys. And I just hope that they, move forward better. I think they have a potential here. If, it won't take much to alter that to make them a really good, strong team. Stop faking. Just let the evidence do its thing. And just present it as this is what's happening. You change up some of those camera angles. You'll have something there. And again, don't go and give him any hate, but if you just want to see the video, because I had to cut it up because of copyright, it will be in my description. Go ahead and check them out. They seem like two nice guys at least, and they do their homework. And just remember, I love you all. I'm sorry if this is, I'll try and get better as I go. It's my first one again. And I will do everything in my power to make it better and better. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope that you all have a wonderful night. This is Teshy signing off. Good night, everybody.